Viewers, today we are going to discuss about the MCQs of complex number for the engineering test. Let's come we start. MCQs question number 21. The conjugate of iota to the power minus 1 is equal to what? Iota minus iota c plus 1 d minus 1. The correct answer is iota. How? If we are trying to solve at minus 1, we can write 1 over iota, multiplying dividing by the iota. So both are multiplied to each other, so we will get iota, and both are also multiplied to each other, so we will get iota square, and iota divided by minus 1 is equal to minus iota. But here conjugate is required, so the sign is changed. For example, a plus iota b. So if we take conjugate, so the sign of imaginary part is changed here, a minus iota b. So this sign is changed into minus. Similarly here, if we are taking here the conjugate minus iota, taking conjugate, so we are taking plus iota. So the answer is plus iota. The conjugate of iota square is equal to what? Iota b minus iota c iota square d plus 1. The conjugate is required. Look here, as we know that already iota square is equal to minus 1. So the result will be equal to 1. Look here, we know that iota square is equal to minus 1. Minus 1. So minus 1 real part we can write minus plus conjugate is required iota square, so we can write 0 plus iota. If we take conjugate minus 1, so the result is minus 1. So this will be minus 0, so there will be no effect, minus 1 or 0. So the result is minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to iota square. Iota square is the correct answer. The multiplicative inverse of minus 1 over 2. What is the result of multiplicative inverse? Minus 1 over 5, 2 over minus 1 over 2 over 5, 1 over 5 minus 2 over 5, 1 over 2 and 2 over 4, b minus over 5 and 2 over 5. According to the multiplicative inverse of property of any complex number, as we know that the formula z is equal to x plus iota y. So, and z inverse, multiplicative inverse, we can write the formula a mean here x divided by x square plus y square, and minus b minus x square plus y square according to this property. If we are used the property, so we will get the answer here. Here minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 a square minus 1 minus 1 square and plus 2 square. Similarly minus, and here already minus 2 divided by minus 1 whole square plus and 2 whole square. So the result will be equal to minus 1 divided by 1 plus 4 5, and similarly minus 2 divided by 1 and plus 1. So the correct answer is, the first one is the correct answer is correct according to the property. Before the additive inverse, additive inverse of, for example, we can write 7 was 7 as what? Correct answer is 7 was minus 7, minus 7 was 7, C minus 7 was minus 7, D 7 was 1 over 7. Correct answer is, according to the property we have our additive inverse. Additive inverse means that if we add something or add, so the result will be equal to 0. For example, we know that the property z is equal to x plus iota y. So minus z is equal to minus x plus into iota y, minus multiply we get minus x minus iota y. So if we are a plus minus z, so the result will be equal to 0. X plus iota y minus x minus iota y, both are 0, both are 0. So it means that, so we can write 0 was 0 another form, 0 was 0 form, another form means a and b of x and y. So the result will be equal to minus 7 minus 7. Question number 25. F z is any complex number, then z bar is equal to what? We know that the property of z is any real number, so z bar is equal to minus z. Z minus z bar is equal to, so minus z is equal to what? Then a is equal to z bar is equal to z. Z is equal to minus z, and c is equal to z minus is equal to z, and d is equal to z is equal to minus z. If z is any complex number, complex real number, so we have the property for the real number must be understand z minus z bar is equal to 0. That is the property of the real number z minus. That property is satisfied. Otherwise, the other property is wrong. If we change this result here, so z is equal to minus z bar is equal to 0. So correct answer is B. If we are applying the same property on the question number 6, if we change here imaginary number, then what is the result? Z bar minus is equal to what? So we are required here positive result for the imaginary number. Imaginary number property, as we know that must be remember imaginary number. So z plus z conjugate is equal to 0. So here the correct answer you will check here. Look here, if we z plus conjugate is required, this result is correct. D as correct answer. Because look here, if we change this result, change here this result, so Z plus Z absolute conjugate is equal to 0. So the D part is the correct answer. F x plus iota y to power n, then and n is equal to 0, x not is equal to 0 and y not is equal to 0. What is the result of real part of what is the real part x plus iota y whole to power n? So the result will be equal to 0, 1, minus 1, d iota. Look here, the condition is given that if n is equal to 0, if we place here 0, sum anything raised to the power 0, so you will get the answer is 1 x plus iota y. Here is n is given that is 0, so the result is 0. Anything raised to the power is 0, so we can write in the form of iota plus 0 iota, 1 plus 0 iota. So here real part is required, real part according to the Bermuda plus iota b. So A is the real part and answer is correct. And here this one. If the same question is required, if we change here the question, 28 number question, f x plus n is equal to what is the imaginary part? So question is changed here. What is the imaginary part? So regarding the same situation, the imaginary part is here b is equal to 0. So the result will be and question number 28. So the result will be equal to or 29, 29, 29. So the result will be equal to imaginary part is 0. So the result will be equal to 0. F iota की power 2n plus 1 r iota की power 2k plus 1 where n and k belongs to z of integer. Then what is the result of this one? Iota b minus iota c1 b minus 1. Must be remember that one 2n plus 1 are 2k plus 1, both are in odd numbers. If we replace in place of n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on, similarly if we put k is equal to 1, 2 up to, so you will get the answer is odd number. It means that iota की power 2 is an odd number. What is the result if we check this result first? N is equal to 1. So iota की power 2 into 1 plus 1. So the result will be equal to, and here if we write plus minus iota. So the result will be here is 2 and 2 iota minus 1 and minus iota we get. Similarly, if we is equal to 2 put, so the result will be 2 into 2 plus 1. So 4 iota, 4 into iota, so iota square into iota is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 square into iota, so the result will be equal to iota. It means that plus minus iota, D is the correct answer because here O2n plus 1 is an odd number. And 2n is an even number and belongs to Z. What is the result? So, what is the result of iota b minus iota and c minus 1 d plus 1? So, look here, iota 2 power n. So, 2n is in even number. 2n are 2k, both are even numbers. If we put and here iota की power 2 into 1, so we will get the answer iota square. iota square is equal to minus 1. Similarly, if we put iota to the power 2 into 2, so the result is equal to what? Iota to the power 4, iota square, we can write iota square minus 1 square is equal to plus 1. Means that we write plus and minus 1 is required here. Plus minus 1, we can write plus minus 1. So correct answer is D. The value of iota to the power minus 99. What is the result? A iota, B minus iota, C plus 1, D minus 1. Look here, the power is an odd number, so we will get here automatically plus iota. If we simplify this one, iota to the power minus 99, so we can write iota to the power 99 and iota square and 49 we get 98 into iota 99, so you will get here minus 1 to the power 49 into iota. So power is odd number, we get minus iota, and multiply by iota and divided by iota, we get minus iota and iota square. So the result is minus iota and minus 1, so result is positive iota. So the first 32 question we get 34. The value of iota to the power minus 29 is equal to what? A 1, B minus 1, C iota, and D minus iota. And here we get minus iota because look here we simplify iota to the power minus 29 is equal to, we can write iota to the power 29. So negative power change into reciprocal, 1 divided by, we can write iota square into 14, we get 28 into iota. So we get 29, 1 divided by minus 1 power 14, so the power is even number, we will get positive 1 divided by iota. Iota into iota multiply, so iota square, iota into minus 1 is equal to minus iota. Correct answer is minus iota. F Z1 and Z2 are any two complex numbers, then Z1 divided by Z2 conjugate is a whole conjugate is what is the result? Option A, Z1 divided by Z2, Z1 divided by Z2, C Z1 divided by Z2, and D Z1 conjugate and Z2 conjugate. Correct answer is D. So according to the property, we have already discussed this property. Is the whole conjugate of this property, so individually we take the conjugate of, so the correct answer is D part is correct. As Z1 and Z2 are any two complex number, then what is the result of Z1 and Z2 is equal to what? So Z1, Z2, Z1 and Z2, C Z1 and Z2, D Z1 conjugate and Z2 conjugate. Correct answer is D. Because this is the property. In case of multiplication, we can write Z1 and Z2 conjugate we can write individually in the form of Z1 and Z2. The modulus of -8 iota. So answer is 8 iota. C -8 iota. B -8. According to the property of modulus, we have already discussed iota absolute is equal to 1. If -8 iota absolute, so we write here -8 absolute minus 8 absolute, so -8 into -1. So at 8 into 1 is equal to 8. So correct answer is 8. Value of iota in order form is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and D -1 0. And correct answer is B. So, and we know that Z is equal to A plus iota B, and order form we can write A over B. Similarly, in this form we can write Z is equal to 0 plus 1 iota. So that will be the correct answer. We can write 0 over 1. 0 over 1. So the correct answer is B. The multiplicator inverse of -3 iota. So the correct answer is 1 divided by 3 iota. B is -3 iota. C is 3 iota. D is -3 iota. Multiplicator inverse of is correct answer is A. Iota है. So the correct answer will be 1. Because of if we are check this 1 over -3 iota into 1 over 3 iota, so both are cancelled, and minus iota minus square, so we will get here minus into -1 is equal to +1. So that is called multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse we can write the property is equal to both are, we will get 1. So that is the multiplicative inverse. The last question, what is the real part of multiplicative inverse of A over B? A over B means here A is equal to A divided by Z, or Z is equal to A over B, and B is equal to -B Z, C is equal to A square divided by Z, and D A plus B divided by Z into Z bar. Correct answer is that one. So the real part of A divided by A, Z is the property. What is the real part? Real part is required. Real part means here A value is required. If we take Z bar conjugate also, and both are taking the products, so the result will be same. for the iota square is n dash imaginary part B real number, C compositive number, and D complex number. So iota square is the real part, real number, real part. Real part, you can say that real part. Real part because we know that iota square is equal to -1. No -1, we can write -1 plus 0 iota in the form of. So -1 is the real part according to the formula. So A is -1. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe.